What if I told you that most of the best software companies in the world are actually pirated? That 99% of them didn't come from their own original idea. That you can literally find a software that's already on the market and proven to be working, add a little tweak to it, make some changes, market it a different way, change the pricing model, and sell it as your own, and end up potentially selling that software company for 6 or even 7 figures. This video is going to show you how you can ethically steal someone's software idea and make your own version of it and make a better product and bring more competition into a marketplace. So how do I like to get inspiration for some of the ideas? I like to look on 3 different websites. So the 3 different websites are acquire.com, producthunt.com, and crunchbase.com. So I will go on these 3 websites, and on Acquire, I will filter software companies that are making over $200,000 a year. So why over $200,000 a year? That shows me that they have some sort of product market fit, that what they are selling, there is a need for that in the marketplace, and it is a validated idea that I'm going to be able to replicate, make a change, and we're gonna be able to get users because they have already proved it. Now, when I go on Product Hunt, I like to just go and look at the top products of the day, see what's trending, see if there's anything that catches my eye that I think is really interesting, or maybe it fits my niche, or maybe I see a product that I'm like, wow, this is really good from a tech perspective, but maybe they're not doing the best job marketing it, and so I think that I can market it better. And then on Crunchbase, it's probably the one that I use the least, but it's interesting to see companies that have just raised money, whether it's just a seed round or whether they just raised their Series A, and see what type of companies are raising money right now and where the venture capitalists are putting their money. So I will use one of these 3 websites to get inspiration, and I'll find an idea. And then once I find an idea, so let's say, for example, it is a cold email sending tool that I find that I think is a cool idea. I will then search G2 reviews of that niche. And I'll find all the competitors in that space. So for this one, there is Lemlist, there's Mailshake, there's Instantly. And the reason that I'm using this example is because Instantly is a great example of this. So when you go to G2 and you search up one of these competitors of something that you found, and you're going to look at what people don't like about it. And you're going to see if you can find something that's recurring, a recurring complaint, whether it's about pricing, whether it's about a feature or a feature that they want that they don't have yet. You're gonna try to look for a problem that people are having with this particular tool that you can go and solve. And so let me give you an example of how Instantly did this so well. So the 2 leaders before Instantly were Mailshake and Lemlist, and basically they're cold email sending platforms, and they used to charge you per inbox that you would connect to the sending tool. And so if you had a ton of inboxes, which is ideal if you want to send a lot of cold emails, then that price adds up really, really quickly. And people were complaining that, every single inbox you add, it just gets way too expensive to use these tools. So Instantly saw that, and they made their own cold email sending tool. And all they did was they made this one little tweak at the start where they said, hey, it's $97 a month for unlimited inboxes. And so making this one little change, keep in mind, so it's basically the same functionality at this point of these other senders, but they just made this one change, this one little pricing change, and they stole so much market share, and they went from 0 to $12 million a year in annual recurring revenue in 2 years, and they are probably worth over $100 million. And they didn't have an original idea. They didn't come up with the idea of a cold email sending platform. They just were in that niche. They saw the ones that existed. They saw the recurring complaints about the solutions that existed. They made one little tweak, and then they marketed that out. So their big selling point was $97 a month for unlimited inboxes. And so that is what we're trying to do here, is we're looking for the recurring complaint that people have about a particular tool that we were searching, and then we solve that recurring complaint in our version, and then that's our unique selling point out to the marketplace. So once we've identified this recurring complaint, again, whether it's a feature they want or it's a pricing issue they have, then we need to actually go and start to build our own version, right? And keep in mind, we have to do this ethically. This is not, you're not stealing their landing page word for word. You're not copying their user interface exactly. I'm talking in a very broad term here of stealing someone's idea of like, okay, if we know cold email sending tools work, we can build our own cold email sending tool. Do not go and rip someone's user interface or their landing page copy or anything of that nature. I just mean the general idea of the business model. And it's just the idea of do not reinvent the wheel, find something that already works. But again, do not, go try to sign up and take screenshots of their software and literally copy the exact thing. That's a horrible look for you, and it'll never end up well for you. And I'm saying that because I've had so many people sign up to my old company, Closify, and completely rip it off, the user interface, the copy, everything. It's not cool. But so, like I said, once we've identified that, we have to actually start building it ourselves. So then we have two different routes. We can either learn how to build it ourselves, or we can go and hire someone to build it for us. So if we're building it ourselves, then we either need to choose an easy option if you're like me and build it on Softr, or you have to take the time to learn to build on Bubble or live code, and where then it's a little bit of a steeper learning curve, but you are never going to have to transition off of one of those platforms then. And so if you're building on those platforms, it might take you a few weeks to get your MVP up, probably 4 to 6 weeks. Or if you pay someone to build it for you on Bubble or live code, it'll still probably take you 4 to 6 weeks. But in the meantime, while that's happening, we're going to build a wait list of people that are wanting to subscribe to our software once it's ready. Now, the other opportunity that we have here is we can find a software that, again, it's a validated business model, but they're not doing the best job with marketing and identifying the trends that are happening and how the business world is changing. And so to give you an example is there's no tech moat anymore now, really. You know, having spent $20,000 on development doesn't really mean anything. You're still going to get copied. And so now the moat is in owning distribution. What I mean is by owning media assets that can grow your software company. So it's like, look at HubSpot. Why is HubSpot sponsoring YouTube creators? And why is HubSpot buying podcasts and newsletters and things of that nature? Is because they want to own media. They want to own distribution, right? And it's very, very smart of them. So we want to do the same thing. And that is why I'm building up my newsletter. That is why I'm building up my Instagram. That's why I'm building up my YouTube, is because now I have software products that I own the distribution for. And so other people in the space can't compete with me because I just have a much bigger distribution. I own more eyeballs than them. So if you're looking to pull something off like this and you want to take a shortcut and you want to have an experienced team of no-code developers build your product, and you want someone that's built a massive brand in a pretty short time frame to consult you on how to do the same and other go-to-market strategies for your software company, book a call. The link's in the description to work with me and my team. It is for people that already have an idea and they already have some business experience. This is not for beginners. But if you want that shortcut and if you want to work with me personally, it's the only way that you can right now. And so again, I do want to clarify before anyone comes at me for this video and says this is not ethical or whatever, I really do not believe that original ideas exist anymore. And a great example is if you've ever seen the movie The Social Network. So Zuckerberg didn't come up with the idea for Facebook. He actually stole it from the Winklevoss twins. And the thing is, all they had was an idea. And I know they did win a little bit of money in that lawsuit, but ultimately, Zuck was the one that executed, and so Zuck was the one that made billions. So unless you're spending millions of dollars on development, there is no tech moat, and ideas are pretty worthless, and execution truly is everything. So this is one of the best methods for you to actually find profitable software companies to start without having to think of your own idea on yourself and just scratching your head all day. And I honestly kind of regret telling you guys this method because it's a super overpowered way to find ideas that already work and then find exactly what you need to improve upon them to make an even better product and bring a better product to the market and actually provide massive value to a marketplace. So if you guys want more free game like this, I drop free game every single day. I email my list, so it'll go directly in your inbox every single day for free. I'll also put the link in the description. So if you want emails from me, the link is there. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.